Hi guys, Gaming Bear here. Right, we're getting back for the next exciting episode of Heart of Iron Japan. Now, last episode, we left it, we were organising the Navy side, so you can see we've got full coverage of just about everywhere around, covering the areas so the British can't get supplies in and men in from Australia. That's the idea, and supplies going the other way from the UK to Australia, and covering most of the ways in to Australia. We're not covering the Tasman Sea. We will get round to it. At the moment we're not. We're focusing mainly up this region, and until we've sorted out the Chinese side, we're going to focus up in this area. Now, I've got a couple of units. I've got a carrier and subs set up here with a few destroyers protecting the carrier and providing air support for the central Yellow Sea. All the rest of it has been covered. We then have a Sea Patrol, and that's it, that's the group I was looking for. Another carrier group with battleships covering down the coast to the South China Sea, which will be able to assist that carrier group that's up there that has other units incoming. And then we have the Singapore zone, so we have these fleet battleships, light cruisers going in, Java subgroup assisting, and then 5 carrier groups with which I put it into destroyer groups, but as they're vulnerable to light cruiser is going in against them, each group has at least got a light cruiser with it. Let's have a look. The next group, South China, that's been dealt with. That's a different destroyer group which will be having cruisers going onto it as it's being organised. This group, you can see I've put a heavy cruiser, a couple of light cruisers, and as they move into position I can then mix and match and merge and then spread some of these light cruisers into the other destroyer group when they arrive in the same zone. So that's the idea. I've moved some fighters out to the islands here, but most are still covering this internal zone to keep the pressure on the Chinese. Oh, I need to get my headphones in, because I just had a quick break. I almost forgot about the sound. So back to the game. So we're pushing in, organising the troops to travel round. So we've now got 3 different theatres. Again, island theatres, which is this one is going to be it's an island defence force. Then we have a set of reserves, and the Army 3. Let's rename that. This is going to be the assault force. So as that's marine, so that's going to be the assault force. Boom. So that's that sorted. So we'll get in, keep this rocking and rolling. We've got the battles going in. These units are pushing in towards the capital. I want him to push up to that position. We've got other guys coming in behind to assist, closing the areas. Those units are cut off, and we're trying to create new bottlenecks. Another bottleneck down here. So I'm waiting for him to regain a little bit of composure before sending him in to clear out that unit there, and that should be very soon ready. So we'll get him up to there, and oops, you stop attacking. Oh, come on. You sit. That's it. You hold that. Right. Oh, I love it when it does that. And then it can follow through. Yes, this unit. Just sit there. Oh, they're just trying to stop him from moving. Oh no. Let's just get him that way. Keep it rocking and rolling. These units, move them up to assist. Him up to there. The UK have joined, yep. as expecting that. So we have units moving into position already, ready to deal with that. The French are going to be, so you can see these units moving into place. Hopefully a bit quicker than that. And then there's this offensive force, offensive line down here. So we have units moving to form this line down here. And we're moving to capture the port. And I've set up a few long-range fighters to cover this zone to assist our fleet as they're going in. So we'll keep this ticking over. That's it. Speed that up. And just let the battles keep going in. We've almost taken this zone here. Yep, Poland. Yeah, you can all join, you know. We're an equal opportunities oppressor, you know. We'll fight anybody. Now, do they want... Let's have a look. No, we're fine. No, still fine. Now, you can see we have... Templates wise, we aren't using the anti-tank guns, but as soon as we hit a force where we need it, I will organise that. Now let's have a look. The materials, we are short of oil, but production wise we have, oops, come on, there we go. Production wise we have this oil almost ready to kick in, which will give us 7 oil, which will help, but we need to trade for aluminium. So aluminium coming down. German Reich, Canada, Manchukuo, yes. Cool, that'll solve that problem very easily. And he's ready, he's rocking and rolling, he's going in, that's it, we have that. That's sealed that zone. Great, we've got Fortress Japan just in time. All of these forts, Okinawa, Kyushu, Kansai, great, huge number of ports. Very useful. And carrier focus, we need to get that, we need the super heavy battleship bonus production. But let's get the Divine Wind underway so we can do kamikaze strikes. Because as we're going to be at war with the British, we just need to be able to take it to them very, very easily. Oh, what the heck? I thought they'd fixed that in the last patch. Ah, okay. When we pushed through, it partially lost the front line. So I just need to reorganise. There we go. Oh, start that again. What happened then? Come on. That's just weird when it does that. It really is. Come on. Oh, come on, dudes. Well, we're holding them. Let's just let that do its own thing. Canada, yeah, like I wasn't expecting that. Has the front line fallen anywhere else that's going to cause us problems? Well, either way, let's just send them in, capture that zone. Those guys are in, and attack. That's it, taking Hong Kong. It won't be long, those will be both called. South Africa, yeah, that's fine if you want to, you want to attack us as well for not doing anything. Well, hey, that's up to you. Now, these units, that main force, oh, pause, fall of Hong Kong, cool for the Empire, yep. You guys, I've moved them to the port, ready to come down here. So, let's get them, now we need them, let's organise, so against the British and the French. Malaya, let's get them down to the port now. Couple of ports, let's move them there. That's it. Sail them through, get them into position. Even though they're not the best troops, I want to send them in to capture different locations along the coast. That will deal with that. Australia, yeah. It's alright, boys. We've already got our forces incoming. Let's see. Oh, dear. Mind you, it could be a lot worse. One battleship? Who have we got? Let's slow this down because I like seeing the battles. The Royal Oak and the Royal Sovereign. Okay. Let's get this underway. So we've got planes incoming. They've taken a bit of a beating already. And they're escaping to these ports. That's good. And we'll get rid of that. They're trying to land French units. Netherlands trying to go in there as well. Anything else happening? Let's check. Oh, down here we've got a bit of a battle. They're trying to land a large number of units, and I've got the fleets in place to intercept them, including submarines, to be able to spot their units going through. So that's quite a big, useful situation. So that's that out of the way. They've got additional units incoming. We're chasing them. It looks like they're trying to escape. So our lighter units are chasing them down. Great, we've got anti-tank guns, improved anti-tank. September 1939. Now, we have radio detection incoming. Let's go for decryption, as we're going to be up against the British. We need to know what's going on, so we'll have encryption and decryption available. Down here, great, we're sinking lots of their ships. Fabulous. These are pushing in. I still can't believe about this just disappearing. Let's try and set it up again. Nope, still no chance. That's just weird. Oh, come on, what? Pause, pause, pause. I hate it when this happens. We may as well just attack them because otherwise, well, I would have normally just encircled them and let them die, but because the AI, the computer just destroyed the ability to do that. Great, we've taken that area. Let's move in and take the airport. Move in. Oops, just take that zone there. This force, let's keep them here. And let's keep an eye on what's happening. Cool, they're pushing their way through. Okay, cool. We're trying to take these areas, move these guys up. Just grab one of them. Let's send him through. Let's leave them because I've got plans in place. We'll let the plans come to fruition, so then they can just carry on with their assaults. Let's send him into there and move. That's it. Move him up to there. That'll sort that out. Push him in. Seal those off. These guys are cut in place. Oh, that's it. The new medium tank. Very, very nice. Let me deal with the force here. Just you. Go in to assist with that. Now, let's see where we are. Those are being organised now. Where is the new headquarters? Okay, Beijing. Right, cool. So we just need to push through, capture that, and just keep capturing everything on our way through. These guys are cut off supply-wise, or they soon will be. And we'll send him. Just you. That's it. That's it, my little friend. Send him up up to there, capture that zone. Actually, no, let's push him into this section. Come in so we can meet up with the units down this side. You let's push in, start encircling these units, because basically everything that's going to be this side of it is going to be caught away from the capital, and we can start pushing more of these units in. That's it. You go through to there. That's it. That'll close those up. They're moving into position. That's looking good. These units, the attrition will get them. We just need to wait a little while. Let's pause this. Let's make sure we've got enough units to hold these guys in place. That's it. A few more units. Just keep that organised. So we need that we have these special units here, which are. Let's get them. Let's double check. We need to reorganize the suppression of these guys, so let's set up a rear line there, and see, this is what I do: is I set up a rear line where it's necessary, and then we allocate some of the lower value units in to actually hold it. So we look for the least. Some of the guys who've just come on board. Let's go for one of those district army guys. Just you, and we'll add him into that section. Working our way down. That's it. We'll add those two in. That's cool. So one of those guys will get him into cover, him into there, him into there. That'll sort out those zones for just the suppression. Let's see if there's anywhere else. That's going yellow already. Let's check, see if there are any new areas that that will need suppression. No, it's looking good. Cool. Very neat. Now, these forces. We need those guys there. We need them there as soon as possible. I've got a plan in place for them, but we need them there now. They're moving into place. Okay, we can sort that out. Now, what division, what force is this? Let's split them in two. And, oops. Select all. Split in two. New unit. And let's get a new commander in. Let's put him in charge. So the first 10 will get into that line there. Those guys should be on their way, but they're not. And those guys will allocate. Well, they should. The other guys should be on their way. So let's send them down there to assist along the line that will be the French zone, so we can start pushing in. Those guys, select all. Let's have a look. Plan wise, go activate. Go, go, go. So that's underway. They're pushing in. We're sealing all that off, and we're breaking through with these guys to create this huge pocket, couple of pockets here. Let's move him into there. That's looking good. Great, we've finally properly surrounded these guys. Cool, that's looking good. Now what do the Spanish want? No, we don't need it. And non-aggression. Like you're good enough to attack us. And, okay, technology-wise. Now, as we're going for the mediums, I would say we'll have to have a new line for these mediums. But the issue is, you can go for anti-tank guns and anti-air. Very, very nice. But we need more production. So at the moment we'll need to bump up the production side, and changing at the moment is going to have significant effect. Oh, let's look at the logistics. Yeah, we need a lot. So for now I'm going to have to just bump up the production numbers. So production technology, concentrated industry, is the best one at the moment. So that's that out the way. Down here, what's happening? Okay, this battle still undergoing. There we go. The fighters have just caught up with them. They're trying to escape. I think they've escaped into Singapore. We have these units moving into place now. These guys, let's get. So he is moving in. Let's grab. Yes. Let's get an invasion from. Let's do that. From there, straight over to that port. Go, go, go! As soon as they're ready. Let's have check that's it. They've got maximum for all of those guys. That's cool. So we need them in immediately, if not sooner. Up here, another battle. Oh yes, that's him running away. He's disappearing. He's running out of the zone. He's trying to get further afield, but every time we keep catching up to him. Oh, and he's now got planes incoming as well. Well, we'll deal with those little badgers. 2 battleships, and they've managed to run away. Good on you. Okay. Oh, we've caught up to them again. They're almost out of the zone. Our destroyers and light cruisers catching up to the battleships. Going to engage them again. They're doing everything they can. Smoke screens, all the rest of it, trying hard to get out. And our faster planes are catching up. And this is one of the reasons we need to have faster carriers as soon as possible, so they can get into the engagement. Oh, they've got away. Okay, but that means the water's ours. So from here, let's get him in. And let's allocate him to the... Now, where do we need the most... Let's get the Army Reserve, Island Defence. Let's go to Island Defence for now. I just need guys along the border. This area, that's it, that's going well. New pockets created. Fabulous news. Mini pocket created in this zone. Let's move him into there. Seal that area. That's it. We keep creating these mini pockets. What's it got in its pockets? Lots and lots of enemy troops. Great. That one sealed. Those guys are now moving into the front line. Brilliant. Very, very good job. New Zealand, yeah, we hadn't expected that. That's cool. Oh, and we need to move the planes up, so let's get some ground support planes in. Okay, start off with those in to assist. Straight in there, then some fighters. That'll do. just to give us that little bit of an edge. It's not a lot, but all of this it means that they're they're just being hampered. Great, these guys are going in. We're looking to capture the ports. Let's move him down there. Him into Hanoi. We've captured the airfield already. And let's send him straight down the centre of the country, which will put us next to the British Raj here by punching through this zone. Fabulous. British Raj has been called in. Fantastic. I was hoping for something like that. I know that sounds weird that we were, but okay. And 5 or 7 days. Great. That's almost underway. The war score is at 60%, so America is now able to churn out whatever it wants. Now let's have pause. Netherlands has capitulated. Fantastic. Let's have a look at the islands. What have we got here? Oh yes, let's keep him. Let's move him down to there. Capture all these little pockets, and let's check the revolution side of things. Everything's looking good at the moment. So by having those rear defence areas, the fallback lines, that can really assist you by putting units just in there to hold it. Low value units just there holding it for you. So very, very neat. These guys are pretty much cut off. And if we can get him, I'm going to use him to push in to stop them pushing in while that unit moves into the capital there. And that's it. We'll hold that zone. He can push through. If I push him through that way, then we can seal them up against the border and cut off all the forces at this end of the country. While at the same time, let's keep them pushing their way through. So he's going in. That's looking good. These guys are trying to break out, so let's send him in to hold him in place. They're pushing into there. You go, oh no. That wasn't what I wanted. Let's just send all of those guys into there. Deal with that. Him. Let's send him up through there to help cut off the country up to the end to capture this zone as well. So that will deal with that. Down here, what's happened? Oh, that's nice. Looking good, looking good. Malaya has joined. Oh, fantastic. They're now our... Oh dear, really? You're our enemy, are you? Okay. Let's push him round to capture these ports along there. These guys are having a bit of a beating. Oh, they must. When I accidentally pressed it, it pulled them out of the front line, and they were engaged in battle. Now I get it. Okay, yeah. So in fact, I'm going to send him through that way to help seal here and split the country into a number of different pockets. So that's looking good. That's being dealt with. We're going in down here against the British very, very soon. Keep that rocking and rolling, and we should have forces arriving here very soon. That's it. Keep it moving through. German pressure towards the Benelux. That's fine. He's moving through very nicely. More troops incoming. They're moving up to the front line. And let's move him into there too. Let's close these. Oh goodness, no. Oh, pause. No, just you. You two, let's send them up to there to form another couple of little pockets. You, my friend, for you, my friend, Zavor, is going well. So, modify the government. What can we do? Add theorist. Oh yes, let's save up for 250 points. We want, well, grand battle plan expert, army experience, battle plan doctrine. Yes, that'll really assist. That sounds very, very good. Number of options, lots of things happening. That pocket is almost completely folded. That's it. Oh dear, Belgium's joined the... Yeah, oh well. Yeah. That's not really a problem. Those guys are all moving up. The roads are coming into position, into place. Construction-wise, we have more roads coming in, more ports which are coming in to allow us to supply different people. Airfields down in the islands. More roads, more oil. Let's look at the production side. 38. Okay, let's stop the steel. We've captured some, so we can let them have that back. Boom, that's fine. That's looking very, very good. Just under 300 ships. That's fine. Now let's look at resources. What's down here that we can take? Just down there, and that rubber. If we get down to that rubber quickly, we can just sort it all out. They're short of equipment, that's fine, we can deal with that. Move them through, capture the port. And with him down straight to the port that way, capturing all the resources on the way, cutting the country in two. Fabulous. Double check everything that's going on. What's happened here? Yep, they tried to dive bomb us, but they are not good enough, sunshine. And let's send him through to there. That will deal with those, creating a new pocket in this zone. Luxembourg has gone. Cool. Well, it's 1939. We'll have a look at that in a moment. So saving up 150. Yeah. 152. Let's go and have a look at the German side of things. That's going very, very nicely. So Poland is being marched through quite nicely. Warsaw is being attacked, so it may not last long. So September 1939, and these countries are being marched through. Paris and France is still there at the moment, but this end of the world is looking quite good. Great, we have forces arriving here, which is what I've been waiting for. He's moving into there, that's good. We just need forces to arrive in that section. Luxembourg, yeah, well, they're not going to be in long. Go, 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 that's it, in you go. And we're going to need additional units. They're incoming. I'm attacking Singapore in this zone before I would normally have wanted to do it, but hey, it is what it is. They're sending forces through. Well, we've got guys on the ports already. How is this? Well, is there anyone there? Are they sending troops there to try and hold it? That's an really, really interesting situation. Let's have a look at the resources. -2 oil. Production-wise, that will be oncoming soon. Let's bump that up a little bit ahead of schedule. We get those out of the way. Now, Nanning that's damaged, so we need those roads to allow us to keep supplying the troops in China. Because as soon as we can destroy China, deal with them fully, and then we can... that's it, let's grab him. Netherlands are... They're our enemy, are they? Really? Okay. Tell me something I don't know. Let's send him up to there. Create a couple of pockets. Oh, come on. Him into there. You, just you. That's it, just you. Into there. You will attack into there with him pushing in to seal that breach. Him going in to hold those guys in place. Create a pocket around them at the same time. Now, let's get him pushing in to help take that area. We need more troops, so they're going to be incoming. Send him into there to capture that. Widen the breach on our way through. That's it. We've taken the port. Moving down, taking everything else. I presume there's an airfield down here somewhere. We'll just have to deal with it. Deal with it when we find it. Keep it rocking and rolling. Send those guys into there to assist. Belgium's capitulated. Cool. That's looking good. And so with the road systems we built in let me show you the roads and that sort of thing. Supplies are vital, especially in China. You can see everything is green, all looking good, not yellow. And the roads are 8 of 7. The ports are up to level 4. So there's a lot of supplies incoming apart from up to these troops here. So I need to deal with that quite soon. They're short of equipment. But if I can move those guys into there, them into there, knock that corner out, and we can start winging our way up. Now, him, right, if we can get him through, and him, all of them fighting their way through. It doesn't matter about this smaller pocket. I'm just going to create a huge pocket all the way up here, and then that'll bring us more supplies right the way through to the troops. So that's a bigger plan. Look, never forget the big plan. Look at what you can do, and we'll get him into the island defense. Just get people there ready to rock and roll. That's it. Working our way through. Keep it ticking. Attacking. Great. We have the landing here. Now, we should have troops in this zone. I think they've realised the error of their ways, and we have these troops arriving. I'm just going to send him through to capture that port. Boom. Job 1. Now, these units are helping against... they're suppressing the local residents. But I'm going to send them through to this section, the same as those units. They're the closest units we've got. While I send him down, Marine unit straight towards Singapore, land-based attack to get in under their radar. That's the theory. It looks like they're sending ships back to try and stop us. And we'll see what we can do. Keep this underway. Now let's look at the resources. -2 oil. That's going to all start kicking in very soon. They need a bit of a kicking. That's it. Those units are moving in. Great. We've got them in. Let's send them. Those units straight down the edge. And in fact, let's split them in half. And the other half allocate to a new unit. Let's put him in charge. and get them into this front line. Actually, that'll just allocate them to that front line, so that's fine. That will work. He's heading down. These guys are about to land, and it's our area. Whereas they would have to do an invasion to actually do it. That's it. We've got more troops. Let's get him. Keep him holding. He's pushing down to there now. If we can take this before they realise it's being attacked, then well, it's a bit of a better situation, don't you think? Let's have a look back and see how this is going. These guys are fighting their way through. That's looking good. More troops. We've created another little pocket here. A couple of pockets. Let's move those guys into there. Take that out of... Knock those guys out of the war. It's not going to last long for any of these guys. Send all of those into there. Get that dealt with. Send him back around there. I don't think I'm going to need him. Move him around to create issues for those guys. They're trying to attack us, and well, I don't think that's going to work out really well. What have they got in Singapore? Well, whatever it is, I don't think it's going to last long. I'm going to send them through. Let's have a look at the resources. Let's go and capture those resources first. Always nice to capture a huge load of resources, you know. Always good. Bit of a battle down here. If we can get in, capture the airfield, we'll take Singapore. Just walk into Singapore because there's really not going to be anyone there. Yes, there was no one there. Oh my goodness. I was saying, oh, imagine if there was... Well, basically, I was imagine if there was no one there, and there wasn't. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Okay. So, send him into there first. Capture that zone. Let's capture the airfield. Radar as well, and then we'll bump up proper radar. Oh, my goodness. Wow, that was a bit of a turn up for the books. Let's pause. Oh, we've got more factories. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, I'd forgotten about we got the medium tanks. Shucks, you know. Now we're going to need improved reliability. How many points can we do? 96. That's all we can do. That'll have to do. Boom. So, Chiha Mark 1. Yeah, it's okay. 90%. Shucks. How many can we build? Right. Destroyers aren't looking good. Let's work our way up. What's up here that we don't need so much of? Now, those units, move that down to the bottom. Anti-tank guns we're not using at the moment. Get that down to the very bottom. These medium tanks... Let's get it right up to the top. These improved artillery, that's okay. And destroyers, neither here nor there. We just need more. We need more oil. How long until we get that oil done? Too long. Trade, let's get that oil in. From Iran, they've only got 6. Such a pity. Iraq, let's take the 6 from Iran as it's nearby. That'll put us -1, but hey, it's one we need. So that's that sort. I can't believe we took that so easily. And they had troops up on the other border. They were expecting us to land this way. Oh dear. Shucks. These guys are pushing in. They will soon have that area. Let's have a look at the resources. Yep, capture the resources on the way through. They are having a really bad day. Don't you think? They're on their way through here. Great, he's finally taken that zone. Those guys are on their way to the port. Let's send them through to this other port by the shortest route, and we'll send them through let's get, in fact, I'm going to use that port and land them there. Send them slightly ahead of the force that's coming through to try to pin some movement on the enemy. Let's check. Now we move those guys out. Yeah, we do need forces in there. Well, they've done what they needed to do. They've captured Singapore, and we just need to let's get him across into there, capture the airfield, and that'll be a big boon for us. Now, these guys, I want to get him along that border. Him there. And let's start to just get some of these guys who are on their way to get into place to put down the rebellions in these zones. As we don't need so many, let's get him from the district army. Him into there. Little things like this. One more from district army. Now, that's looking good. So we get 2 guys into there. That'll help. We've got any down there. Yeah, 1 there, 1 there. That should solve the problems and put down those rebellions. We need some guys in here. Okay. Let's create a front line down here. Them into there, and we'll need a new front line here, holding that area. So let's go for let's check how good he is. Got motorized. They're both pretty good, but he's better. So the HOI IV, let's get that sorted. So I'm going to move some of the guys from here down. Let's get him in. Mixed infantry. And from here, let's get that cavalry brigade into there to assist. So that should put down some of the rebellious areas. And let's change that to anti-rebellion. Anti-rebellion. Cool. So that should deal with some of the issues. And then we can get back to just keeping on controlling this. That's it. You capture the airfield. We've got more units moving in. A large number of units moving in. That's about to go. Let's keep him on his way. You're in Kuala Lumpur. Just you. That's it. Stop. Pause. Pause. Just you. That's it. Send him over that way. He's moving up. Great. We've got the airfield. That was so useful. So if you get in early, you can just get in there before they've even done it, before they've got the troops from Singapore all the way down, because they are so light on troops that it's seriously an issue. Really, really seriously an issue. Now, That's that sorted. We move them down. Now, if we can start doing some invasions from these ports into Australia already, that could seriously be really interesting. Let's move those two down to the mountainous zone there. They're pushing through. We've secured that area. They're fighting their way through. He's fighting his way through that way. Let's move them up to that section. Apart from you. And send him up that way. Oh, come on. You there. You, that will do. That'll seal these areas, create this huge pocket. Let's move him into there to seal that off. Let's use them, tack into there to cut them in place. Similarly here, prevent them from escaping. Anyone else trying to do a runner? Nope, that's looking good. Fall of Warsaw, so let's go and have a look. I was expecting it to go sooner, but it's, wow, all German. The German Reich. How do they compare to us? Yeah. No, you did really well, Germany. Yeah, yes, you're doing fantastically well. Yeah, of course you are. Well, no, it's pretty good for Germany. So, I'm sorry. Am I bad? Okay, so those guys are on their way in. He's moving that way. We'll wait for some additional troops to come in. These are being sealed off. They can't escape. And I'm going to send him across that way to cut it in place, prevent them from coming back. That's looking good, and the port's about to go. We're capturing all the resources. Eastern Poland's occupied, so they've handed it over to Germany. Let's move him up there to capture those factories. Let's send him in. That's it, you invade. They're going in that way. That's looking really, really good. What's happening down here? They're trying to take it to us. Let me know how that works. These destroyers going in, more coming in. Light cruisers. Our guys need they've taken a bit of a kicking, so they're pulling back. But I don't think they're going to last long. Those poor British. Oh, 148 French planes. We seriously need to sort out where those French planes are. I presume they're down here somewhere for them to affect this zone. Or, yeah, no, that must be that's the only place they can really be. Or, in fact, let's get them up. Have I missed the... I thought the airfield was there. It's on the border. I must have missed it. Send him up that way. Straight in to take the port. You going that way and send him up to that edge. That's cool. That'll seal that all off. Let's check the resource side of things. We're importing aluminium. I don't think we need to. Thank you, Manchukuo. Let's get that factory back. Very, very nice. Just, you know, just keep it ticking over like this. And then just rocking your way down. Those guys moving through. That's it. We've broken through. It created another huge pocket down here. Brilliant. They're trying to break through to these guys. And him. Let's pause him there. You hold that zone. These guys moving up. British Malays capitulated. 0 convoys and 27 equipment. But it's ours. This is now ours. The port. Let's reorganize that front. Come on. And around the other side. With the salt. Oop. Salt in. That's it. That's it. All of you guys in, ready to attack. Cool. And then that will be dealt with. Right, so we're going to need this suppression unit. And let's grab one of those guys. And I'm going to put him down here on the port. So allocate that down to Singapore. And put him in there. And we'll see how the rest of it looks. So suppression. Got a bit of resistance. Okay, that's fine. Well, we need one more guy up here. So let's do another. Let's put someone on there. In fact, let's get him and let's add him to that unit. Add them to defending that. That's fine, they'll both work. Cool. These guys are breaking through. They're trying to break through. These guys are sealed off. Let's send him into there. They're almost destroyed. Sending them into there. And you, well, that's going to be all over very, very soon. Let's send those guys through to cut off all of the rest of the country. While that's it. And you, let's move him into there to force these guys back that little bit further. Let's move him up to there to stop them escaping. Him into there. Just take it to them. Send him. Oops. Oh, well, that's good. That's all going to assist anyway. Just keep it rocking and rolling. Cause them issues. Distract them while we're attacking in the other locations. That's very, very neat. Let's have another look down here. See how it's panning out. Oh, they've escaped. Okay, send them in. Let's capture that. Boom. Okay, they've gone naval, and this was them trying to escape, I think. Well, wherever they are, they're not there any longer. Doesn't matter. All that matters is they've gone. So send him. Pause. Send him up to there. Him up to there. That guy through to there, and him through to there with him, capturing that section there. And then as soon as they've cleaned that all up, the other forces are going to move this way. So we get him moving up to the border there. We get him moving to there to set up a border along the river. They might try and battle their way through, but that's really not going to go well. Now down here, 2 destroyers. Oh goodness. Oh, and they are in place. Okay, they were just hiding. That's it. It's ours. Fabulous. Let's set up a front line with these assault forces. And an attack option. Oops. Start again. Up through the centre of the country. Up there to the British Raj. And we've got these guys pushing up to the very edge as well. So send them through to there. Them up into there, which will shorten the length of this. Oh. Oh, well, that'll... Apart from those others going through, let's leave him there. Allocating him there. Okay, that's looking good. They're all sealed in. He's moving into there. They're pushing in, causing great problems. The French have arrived to assist them. Okay, well, we'll see how that works. I don't think China's going to last long. I really don't. And as for the French themselves, now Siam. Let's justify a war goal. Conquer Siam. 35 days, 7 power. Yep, let's get that sorted. By that time, we'll have pushed down to the border, so we can just take them and just deal with them very near. Oh, hold on. 1 light cruiser. We need more ships incoming. Who have we got covering this? Let's make sure. Oh, that's enough. Yeah, that'll do. Any more battles going on? The French are trying. Oh, that's where the troops are coming in. They're these ports. So we need to push through. Let's seal off those ports right the way down to show that, so it's even further that they need to travel to come and assist. Yeah, those little badgers. I thought we had enough down there to stop them. Shucks. Oh hell, I gotta go. Time. See ya.